Hey Soulmates, what's going on? I wanted to hit you guys up with some more thoughts about the new Haslab Galactus crowdfunding project, because, you know, the pink clouding has worn off, I've had some more time to think about it, and I think I've changed my mind on a few things. You guys know how it is, you go and you cool off a little bit, all the charm of what you've just seen has worn off, and then you finally get the vibe for real of what's going on. And then it just doesn't have the same romance that it used to. And that's exactly what we got going on here, because I'm looking at Galactus, and it's still a very impressive toy, don't get me wrong. Like, the sculpt is still amazing, all the articulation is still amazing. It's a really well done toy. But there's a few things that I am bothered by. And the first one that I'm really bothered by is the inclusion of Nova as the first unlockable figure. Honestly, the Silver Surfer really should have been the first figure unlocked because it just makes the most sense. We got a Galactus here that comes with 3 comic books from the Fantastic Four series in which he first appeared, the Galactus trilogy from that Fantastic Four series, and guess who's in there with him? The Silver Surfer, so it just makes sense for the Silver Surfer to be included. In fact, he doesn't even have to be an unlockable for a stretch goal, right? He should just be there because it's that important of a project and it's that iconic of a project. Silver Surfer should just be included with Galactus outright, and everyone who orders Galactus should get the Silver Surfer. And now, look at us now. We're at currently 12,000, almost 12,000 and a half backers out of 14,000. It's probably going to meet the goal, right? But I doubt it's going to meet that 16,000 stretch goal where people are going to get Nova. And honestly, if you invested in this, I have to imagine that a lot of people might feel a little cheated by that. Or maybe they'll try to kid themselves a little bit that they aren't getting cheated by the inclusion of Nova instead of Silver Surfer, because Nova's cool to have, right? Nova's just gravy on top, but Silver Surfer should really be part of the main meal here. Silver Surfer should be literally the main course, and then Nova should be dessert on top of that main course, right? And this really begs the question of how many backers it's going to take to unlock the Silver Surfer stretch goal. Because it takes 16,000 to unlock Frankie Ray Nova, right? And I don't think it's going to make that. It's barely going to make it across the threshold, I think. How many is it going to take for Silver Surfer? 18,000? Dream big, buddy! And if that wasn't bad enough, guys, I came across a little blurb from earlier where Hasbro is saying that if they don't meet the 16,000 backer stretch goal for Galactus, that Frankie Ray Nova will not be released for at least 2 years, if ever. And I'm sitting there reading that and thinking, is that a fucking threat? Are they literally saying you better buy this or else? Whoa, okay then. Yeah, if that's how it is, you guys can go eat a whole bag of dicks. Yeah, on the bright side, if they don't release Frankie Ray Nova for 2 years, at least that'll give them ample time to figure out a proper body for her, right? Yeah. Soulmates, I am so disappointed they didn't include an unmasked head for Galactus for this figure, given the price. If you look at Silver Surfer number 51 from the early 90s, he is drawn without his mask on for several panels, and it looks really cool. He's got black hair, it looks like he's got a little bit of a mechanical kind of goatee look going on. It's a really nice look, and I wish they would have done that for him here. And I would have been really into it, more so than just another stupid faceplate like the Marvel Zombies faceplate. The other faceplates he has are cool, but that unmasked head I think really would have sealed the deal for this figure, other than including Silver Surfer. Obviously we gotta have Silver Surfer, but that unmasked head would have been, oh, it would have been perfect. If you support what I do, please click subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video of mine when it comes out. And if you want to hang out with me and my other soulmates on Twitch, I stream Sunday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna play some superhero games, and I would love to see you. I imagine that a lot of you soulmates out there have been like me, just watching and waiting to see exactly what Hasbro does with this Galactus crowdfunding project, because you probably want to figure out, is this actually going to be worth the money? And for me right now, I gotta give it a hard no. You know, $400 is a lot of smackaroos for a toy. And to my way of thinking, for the price, he really needs that unmasked head And he really needs to just have the Silver Surfer with him. He should just be there, like I've said. And the Silver Surfer should be a new sculpt. None of this reusing the Walgreens exclusive bullshit. No, for the price, he needs to be a new figure. New sculpt, new accessories, new everything. I don't care what the excuses are. For the price, we should have it. We should have a new Silver Surfer, brand spanking new, to go along with this brand spanking new Galactus. And then it would really be worth that 400 smackaroos once it has that brand spanking new Silver Surfer and that replaceable head with the unmasked look. I'm gonna double down here and say that instead of this crowdfunding bullshit so soon after the Sentinel project, they should have taken Galactus here and broken him up into several pieces and spread him out over multiple waves of Marvel Legends. Imagine 3 waves of Fantastic Four Marvel Legends that, after you collect them, assemble the giant Galactus. That would be amazing. And you know what? If the boxes aren't big enough, then they need to make the boxes larger. I don't care, dude. I don't care what you have to do. That sounds like Hasbro's problem. They made the boxes smaller to begin with, so fix it if it can't fit, you know? And you know, that way, if they spread Galactus out over multiple waves, it would be like paying in installments for Galactus, right? That way, people would buy one wave, and then they'd be able to save up a little bit more money for later on. They'd be able to buy the next wave, and then so on and so forth until they've assembled Galactus, and then everybody's happy because all the people who wanted Galactus get their Galactus, because more people can afford it in the long run, because people generally can't afford a lump sum of $400 all in one go, especially right now in the middle of a pandemic. The pandemic's not over. A lot of people are still broke, dude, and people want this Galactus. I mean, I want this Galactus, but, you know, it's just not there yet. You could even say that the number of figures in this Marvel Legends multi-wave Build-A-Figure series that I'm talking about could be, you know, negotiable. Like, you could have a series of 6 figures, a series of 7, however many you want. You could also insert the extra head in, like, one of the 7th figure boxes, because you probably only need, like, 18 figures to get all of Galactus together, right? Something around those lines. I think that if they did about 6-7 figures a wave, they could make it happen. And you know who could appear in that multi-wave Galactus Fantastic Four Build-A-Figure series? Nova and Silver Surfer. Done. Problem solved, man. We got this. We just figured it out. Look at the big braids on Soulkeeper. I ought to have a job at Hasbro as an idea man, just so that when a Hasbro executive has some bird brain idea like releasing Nova before the Silver Surfer, I can look at them and say, "No! What are you thinking?" Anyway, Soulmates, what do you think of this Galactus crowdfunding project now that it's been a while? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you still apathetic about it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you support what I do, please click subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video of mine when it comes out. And if you want to hang out with me and my other Soulmates, I stream live on Twitch Sunday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to play some superhero games, and I would love to see you there. I'll be back again soon with some more thoughts about new releases, and until then, with love from me to you, Soulmates, bye-bye.